Good morning, everybody. Hey, Brian. Hello, Neil. How are you guys?
Hello, guys.
Good to
Welcome.
see you.
Welcome to the wonderful world of Facebook live broadcasts.
It used to be so difficult in our youth.
Yes,
Now it's so
right.
easy.
It's this new thing that I'm teaching young people to do, and that's called Facebook Lives.
Is it a trend, Quentin?
Yeah, well, this is not a new thing, but I think it's worth talking maybe about the trends of 2022. Since we are starting a new year, we've got to tick off all those topics about new year stuff. So trends in 2022, and we're specifically going to focus on digital marketing and the social media side of things, because it is the digital marketing week. Next week, it's back to the personal training week. So I'm going to be dominating the conversation completely today. I want to talk to you about things that have always been important and that will be important for the year going forward. It's something called video. So video has always gotten the most engagement and the most traction on social media, but the platforms are all sort of developing these capabilities for people to use video more and more effectively across all the different platforms, even the ones you don't expect.
You know, Quentin, I think if you look at where video came from for someone of my age, in our youth, video was limited to broadcast settings, and it was a little bit more highbrow and less attainable. And with the proliferation of bandwidth, that's changed. I mean, even Instagram has changed from a photo-based platform to a video-based platform. And without trying to sound too clever, there's a simple reason, and that is accessibility. And number two, the most important thing is it's a conversation. People want to just see you in your natural state and communicate with you. So video is actually the most natural form of conversing with your audience. So if you're a little bit on the wrong side of 40 like myself, that can be a bit of a mind-numbing change that you need to make.
Yeah.
Gravitate to the video, gravitate away from the photos and away from the text, because people want to see you talk to them.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think people are quite rightly, as you say, we're talking to personal trainers. They are sometimes a little bit intimidated to put on a video because they think, well, I'm going to look awkward, or I don't know what to say, or I don't look like the influencers on social media. But I think that's all nonsense. It's about being real.
Yeah, I think when you see personal trainers go on video for the first time, we have a tendency of clapping our hands a lot and doing the hand rub, the awkward hand rub, like you're about to deliver a fitness class or something like that. But no matter who you are, video is not something that comes, I don't think, intuitively. I think it is something that has to be learned, and the only way you get comfortable with these things is actually spending time in front of the camera. And the more you do that, the more natural things are going to come out, and just the better you're going to be able to connect with people. I think what Brian said is hitting it on the head. I don't think it's a new way of delivering the message, but I think when you go back to it's as far as my grasp of marketing goes, when you're conversing with your audience, you're actually telling them a story. And people nowadays don't want to be told the story through text or something where they actually have to work a little bit harder. Now they want to be told the story using your voice, using your words, you can do some clever camera things and go editing and change different screens and things like that. But at the end of the day, if you're telling a story and you're connecting with someone and you just do some basic eye contact, that goes a long way nowadays in today's world.
Yeah, just to clarify, sorry, Brian, that we're not talking today about creating training videos, having to create hundreds of training videos, how to do a sit-up, how to do a push-up, how to do a pull-up. Those things are taken care of in the app that we provide for you. And if you're one of our tribe members, we are talking about the social media side of things. And what Neil is talking about is creating a relationship with people through, we keep talking about the know, like, and trust sort of thing, and that's the perfect sort of way to do it, is through video.
Yeah, I think if you are a little bit older, you probably have the mindset I do, where you want to approach your videos more formally. You want to make them, as Neil was saying, a show, a cut and paste expertise, when actually it's just about the message. And to allude to what you were saying, we're talking about content. I hate the word, I really do. But if you can break free of being formal in your videos and just focus, it's a message. And the more you get your message out, the better. It's not a formal engagement anymore. It's just about pressing a button on your phone so that you can talk to people en masse. And there's nothing more than that. If you can do better than that, fantastic. But if you only see it as that and do it, you'll be off to a great start.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, and I think that word content, I'm racking my brain always to trying to think of how to put that in a different way, because it's really about having conversations with people. And somebody had said that it's not about speaking to people, or people don't want to be talked to, but they want to be spoken with. So it's a conversation that you want to be having with people on social media. So be real, be you, and obviously get a decent camera and get a decent microphone so people can hear you. Have good lighting. Right on cue, Neil. You knew that was coming, didn't you? Okay.
Would you like to give us an example of what good lighting is not?
What good lighting is not? Well, that would be a good example of it.
Thanks, Neil.
Yeah.
Appreciate the contribution.
There we go. That's great lighting. That's what you're looking for.
Okay, we've just lost our 5 viewers.
I think what Brian said was hitting the nail on the head. I was just smiling more and more here because you were talking about maybe being a little bit older and being too formal. I'm constantly trying to knock down these walls with Quentin, trying to conduct this business meeting like when he was the CEO of his company, and just talk openly with people and have a conversation with them, because Quentin, you're a lot more approachable, like in your profile picture on Facebook with the coffee mug in your hand.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know. I try. And I try to be open and teachable. Teachable is a big word. So that's always be able to listen to and learn from everybody out there. So, the reason why I think video is going to be important is because so many of the platforms are going in this direction. We all know about the new platform that's out there, talking about us young people versus you guys, you the older people. TikTok is a new platform that's not so new, but that is growing at lightning speed. They're saying TikTok has already surpassed 1 billion subscribers and would be probably at 1.5 before the end of this year. So I think that it's maybe, in the beginning, I was also a little bit, TikTok is for the kids, and they sing to stuff, and they have hand movements, and they do all that sort of stuff. But it's actually becoming a good business tool. And even the inventors or the founders of TikTok is realizing that it's a valuable business tool. You could actually do marketing on that tool as long as you understand the platform. So you have to be on it and participate, and then start realizing what is it about. But in essence, it's video.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about it to be able to give someone advice, for example, on how it can be a marketing tool. But it goes without saying, whether you're on TikTok or Facebook Reels, or you're going like focusing on Instagram, YouTube, like very short videos, or I don't even know what this new Pinterest pins are. You need to understand like what kind of things are getting attention, and at the end of the day, as far as I understand, my very fundamental understanding of marketing is, if you have people's eyes on you, like, you're winning. So if you're obviously not following the trends, or you're not following the kinds of themes that people are looking to watch, like whatever things are happening on TikTok, you're probably not going to do very well. So doing your research, or having someone that can coach you through getting off those starting marks, so that you're not doing things that are not important, or not making like the silly mistakes that can be huge time wasters. But I mean, that's why Quentin is here, right? Quentin, you can definitely help us fast track a lot of the silly mistakes that a lot of people can make.
And that's something else we preach on all the time, is we're telling you guys to, you are the coaches or the trainers of other people in the fitness arena. Be coachable and trainable on the social media side, and let somebody take you by the hand and to walk you through these things. And that's what our membership is all about.
Yes, I think if we can just sum up a few things we've discussed so far, the human race is lazy. and laziness is a driver of these things. It's much easier to send a WhatsApp voice note now that we are able to than to type a message. It's much easier to speak to a camera and put it out there directly than quote yourself and then try and type up words that describe your meaning that was conveyed in your body language anyway. So that you're not going to stop that. So I think video is going to become more and more normalized as a messaging service. And the more you embrace it, the better. And then maybe digital marketing 2.0 for kids and adults alike out there that are getting good at it.
Yeah.
You can actually start tailoring your message to a different platform. Remember, TikTok is appealing to people for a different reason than YouTube is. If we can maybe put those on either ends of the spectrum, YouTube was traditionally more long format. TikTok is very bite-sized humor. So get familiar with the different platforms as well and start actually putting different messages out on each one, because you can cultivate different audiences and grow the bigger picture for yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, I think, YouTube has come out with YouTube Shorts, which is also going towards the direction of shorter videos. But incidentally, TikTok is actually also giving a little bit longer. In the beginning, they were just 15-second clips. Now it's 30-second clips that actually they're going up to 3 minutes that you could actually do on TikTok, which is quite a change from the original thing that they were doing. And Instagram Reels now allow 60-second videos. So it's sort of coming together to, I think, a sweet spot where the attention span of people are short. So make it short, but it doesn't have to be 15 seconds short.
Yeah, I also don't think that we're appealing to people and say, like, whatever your content is that you're making in terms of marketing needs to be short and punchy, and that's the only way to get it out there. But put it on whatever platform is relevant, like what Brian is saying. If you're more like instructional and educational in your approach to, let's say, marketing, get people's attention, you're definitely going to maybe push more on YouTube, where people are going there for instruction on how to do things, like, how do I put the shelf together that I bought that didn't come with instructions, or whatever it is. Like, people Google, and when Google normally will link you to a video of, like, how can I reprogram my car key, like things like this. People are turning to a platform more like YouTube. But if people want to be, I would say, more entertained and just have like that quick, like not high investment, short amount of time, like something that's really fun or fancy or trending, TikTok is beautiful for that. And I think, like Quentin also sums up very nicely, that at some point you're going to just have to pick your battle, because all of these platforms are actually starting to merge and mold into that sweet spot. And at the end of the day, you just actually need to identify which platform is more towards whatever your business is, and focus on that. Because, like you said, TikTok is now allowing a minute video or 30 seconds videos, where Reels used to be, Instagram Reels used to be 30 seconds, and now they're a minute. So I think it's about finding where your audience is. I had a nice like free call with a marketing person recently, just to maybe get some fresh perspectives about brewing. And she said to me, is find out where your audience hangs out. And I think that's a great little snippet of advice, is where are these people hanging out, and then obviously go to where they're hanging out. Don't try to convince them to kind of go onto the platform that you think is best.
But you can do what Quentin is so good at, is use the different platforms to funnel people to where your message does lie.
Funneling is a different story, but yes, 100%.
Good that you bring up the word funnel, because we're talking about the top end of the funnel here. So this is where people are hanging out. If they're on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever they are, that's where you can connect with them, but then direct them further down your funnel to where you can converse them on a more regular basis. So that's why I always say, when you have these videos out there and these in the top of the funnel, make sure there's a call to action where you link them to the next step of where you're going to be engaging with them. And the next step could be to go into a Facebook group. Yes, I did say Facebook group. Facebook groups are still one of the best places to grow a relationship with people and to get closer to your audience. So that's where you can then on a continuous basis talk to people, or send them to a place where you can get their email list, like an opt-in page, for instance, on a website, or where you can ask for their email list. So because growing an email list is just as important. So two places where you can get your audience together and gather, and you can sort of then communicate with them on a different level.
it's something that Quentin's taught me to do beautifully, and actually just to detract from what I just said that Brian pointed out that was so important, was make your community, or wherever you're getting these people together in one place, make that make some sort of exclusivity there. So for example, my coaching videos are only available on the Facebook group, and this is my community of clients and potential clients. They're not going to find these things on Instagram if they just casually follow me on Instagram, or if they friend me on my Facebook. They actually need to be part of my Facebook group in order to see lots of tidbits of my more like in-depth and like bite-sized chunk of educational videos that I do. So make it exclusive, and also make people want to be there, so that they obviously will change whatever they're doing to go and check that specific place. Quentin says that Facebook groups are the best, and I've been successfully using one for more than 6 months now. And then just not only just make it exclusive, but make sure that I completely lost my train of thought. Just make sure that that everyone is all in that one spot, so that also you can streamline your process, and make sure that you're not having to post things in 6 different places, and you're trying to herd your community get together. Your community all needs to be in one place so they can interact with each other.
Yeah, I always say Facebook groups is like a free website. Why not use it? There's so many things that you could do on Facebook groups. So I think in a nutshell, I think we spoke about keep looking out for and be aware of these new areas where your audience is hanging out, whether it be on TikTok or Twitter or even LinkedIn. LinkedIn is also doing video, and just be aware of it and create, start thinking about creating video and just do it. Don't be intimidated by it. Go on, and sometimes maybe get a buddy I've got Neil and Brian here that's helping me out on the video. If you're intimidated, speak to somebody else on the video, and it makes the conversation so much easier.
I can definitely confirm that. Being on a video by yourself can feel like your first Toastmaster speech, or if you've done a speech at school, where there's just this dead silence unless you're saying something, and it's very high pressure. So if you want to find a way to kind of break that mold, it's just like having an exercise buddy. Work out with someone, success comes in pairs.
I like
someone
that.
You can just have a conversation with, and then it's much more natural to just speak and have that conversation, like Brian was talking about earlier, being more conversational than relating to people. And if you just relate to someone else on a call, which is what we're doing right now, I'm sure people will absorb the information a lot better, because maybe I ask a question or Brian asks a question that they were thinking about, and then it just becomes more free flow.
Awesome.
It does, and I think it's also, you hang on to a pillar there, that you're not trying to be famous. Probably you're trying to sell your service. So immediately you know the direction you need your content to go into, you need your messaging to go into. You don't need to sit and have that anxiety about what am I going to say. Just say something that comes naturally about what you do every day, and why you want to attract people to your services.
Cool.
100%, Brian. Beautiful.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Thank you, guys. Thanks for joining us today. And
always love spending time with you.
We'll see you guys again next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, just remember, guys, coming up is our course. So with HFP, I'm going to be going live on Instagram with them, because that's their preferred platform. So Instagram Live is happening at 12:45 today, where we're going to talk more about our Be an Online Personal Trainer course. And then if you'd also like to learn more on an ongoing basis and be part of our community and get our PT app for free, then just join our membership.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone.
Thank you, Brian. Really appreciate your time, man. Thank you, Quentin.
Cheers. Bye-bye.